Boom.
Booyah! Yes, what's good everybody? Ain't nobody down round here. There's only one thing to do. Get that badger in and on and over here. Got a few shout outs to do. Shout out to lufc, shout out to JackCity Nick, shout out to War Piglet, Rich Sullivan, my Spanish brother Santi, and shout out to Sammy T. Single out on Friday, boys. There's a video in the bio. It would be much appreciated if everybody that wants to support me. It's 79p. Go get the pre-order. It would be tremendous for me. Change your brother's life. So, yes, quick shit vid. You know what time it is. Badgers in, badgers on, badgers over here. Are we in a crisis? It's an open video, this. I've flicking through all the nonsense that's online. It's wild. It's the absolute Wild West. Christensen's looking for a move away. Obviously, we know that Christensen's not actually at the club in terms of, we've not had him for all last year or whatever, so nobody's really thinking about these players that might be coming back. Wobber. Kamara's looking increasingly likely that he's on his way out. Nonto looking very likely to go to Everton. Somerville, there's even some potential shit being spoke about Peru going, which I think is nonsense at the moment. And, I think we need a bit of calm. I really do. I don't want to get involved into I don't want to become ballistic about it all, but I do think the ship now needs steadying. We need some people with a little bit more calmer heads on Twitter, for instance. I think we spin out a lot of the shit ourselves, and obviously the club aren't going to come out and respond to it due to the fact that it's got, nothing to do with the fans. I know that fans think that they run the club and all this stuff, but ultimately they have to do what's best for the club. And if that just means make as much money as they physically can, that is what they will do. But that does bring success. The more money they earn, the more successful we are as a club. So I don't want to become part of the problem. But ultimately, we've only got Rodon, Rothwell. Obviously, that Cairns has come in as a keeper. But apparently this Bogle guy, this right back from Sheffield, we're bartering over £3 million with him, which I'm not sure. Again, it's just sort of Twitter information. I think the 49ers work in silence. So we're not going to really find out how. Obviously, Gray's out the door, which is a big loss. But ultimately, last year it was just a right back. We'll be gutting to lose Kamara. To be honest, I sort of started to come round to the idea that Christensen and Wobber might actually come back. And then I started to think about how we'd look, because they will be decent in the Championship, of that there's no doubt. I think Wobber gets a lot of shit, but I thought Wobber was actually pretty decent. It's really difficult coming back into a side that are as bad as we were, really. And he actually started all right, but then he did collapse. Christensen, much the same, but not the same, because I don't think Christensen's anywhere near as good as Wobber, but, he would be able to do a job at right back. But if he wants to get out, let him get out. We're not going to miss these players. A lot of talk about that Callum O'Hare, so he's gone to Sheffield United. And I think people get giddy thinking because obviously his stats are all right, he's decent, definitely a decent player, but we've got Rutter in there, we've got Aronson that everybody seems to be forgetting about. I think Aronson will be as good as Callum O'Hare this year, I truly do. I don't think it's cause for serious panic yet. Obviously we're getting closer and closer to the window, or just the start of the season. But I do still believe come the first game of the season, Pompey at 12:30, I think we'll field a good side, I think we'll get off to a good start. Get a good win under the belt. Everybody can calm down a little bit. Once the players are gone as well, the players leaving are better than the rumour. Because what happens is the rumour spirals everybody up, gets everybody real wound up. And then they leave and everybody goes, yeah, well, fuck him. Didn't want him anyway, don't want him here, fuck off. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff about Cooper not extending his contract, looking at elsewhere and stuff. So we're in a, not a mass exodus, but until everything sort of settles down a little bit, you just don't know what's rumour and you don't know what in. I went on Just Joe the other day and we were sort of discussing this, and nobody knows what the 49ers are up to. It really is what it is. Do you think we're in a crisis? I personally don't. Let me know in the comments, people. Shout out to each and every one of you. If you want to support me, there will be a link to the video. It'll pop up round here or here at some point, and there is the link in the bio. It's simple as 1, 2, 3.
Boom.
JackCity, bitch. JackCity, bitch. Hey!
I don't wanna play no game.
promises. You do you and I'll do me, that's just the way it is. Don't wanna ever feel surprised, that's why